The member for Capricornia.
Mr Speaker, my question is to the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Agriculture and Water Resources. Will the Deputy Prime Minister outline to the House steps the government is taking to support employment in the agriculture sector in Queensland? Is the Deputy Prime Minister aware of any threats to existing and future jobs in regional Australia, particularly in my electorate of Capricornia?
The Deputy Prime Minister has the call.
Well, Mr Speaker, I thank the honourable member for a question and have been, whilst question time's been on, listening quite closely to the Queensland budget and exactly what's going on up there. And as far as Central Queensland's going, as far as the Queensland Labor Party's budget's going, well, nothing's going to happen for Central Queensland. It was hopeless, pathetic. We have given them a project. We put $130 million on the table for it, put $2 million on the table for it for the business case, and what do they give? Nothing. So I thought they might have something in there for Hell's Gap. No, there's nothing there for Hell's Gap. They might have had something in there for Nathan. There's nothing there for Nathan. They might have had something there for Emu Swamp down at Stanthorpe, but there's nothing there. They might have had something for Urana, but there's nothing there. They might have something, but you thought they would have had something for Rookwood. At the very least, you think they'd have something for Rookwood, something in which would underpin the fact that we know that there's more water being required from that project than we actually have. It's oversubscribed. We know that it's got an incredible return. We hear that it's around about 3. There's return for it on its equity. So, but what we did here in the budget in Queensland is a lot about the Cross River Rail. Because there's always a budget in the Labor Party. It's a budget for inner suburban Brisbane. That's what it was. A budget for inner suburban Brisbane. And so it's amazing. It's amazing how the Labor Party, shadow Minister for Infrastructure, the member for Grainler, got a chance today to come to the dispatch box and say that he supported the Inland Rail, to say that they actually had money on the table for Inland Rail. But not only will they not let him have a question except once every 6 months or so, he doesn't either have money for Inland Rail. No money for Inland Rail from the Labor Party. No money for Rookwood from the Labor Party. They don't have a belief. They don't have a belief in the working men and women of Central Queensland anymore. They've given up on the working men and women of Central Queensland. They've given up on the coal miners at Carmichael. They've given up on the steel workers at Whyalla, and they've given up on Central Queensland. The Queensland Labor Party today, in the budget they just drew down, had a chance to show once more of their belief in Central Queensland, and once more they have shown themselves completely lacking. So we can say to the member for Flynn that if the Labor Party is going to look after Central Queensland, mate, you've got no worries, because the Labor Party is doing nothing for Central Queensland. I say that to the member for Flynn. I say to the member for Capricornia, if you're worried about the Labor Party coming in and showering Rockhampton with gifts, we don't have to worry about it, because they're doing nothing. They're doing nothing. They never did Rookwood Weir. I say to all the members in Central Queensland, it's a shame. It's a shame that the Labor Party has lost sight of labourers. They have lost sight of water infrastructure. They have lost sight of the Inland Rail. They have no vision for Queensland. They have no vision for Australia. They have no vision except for the Cross River Rail.